Would you rather work with Lonzo Ball or Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons.
Because?
Ben Simmons has great height. He's not a great shooter yet.
But if you're going to help their shooting, you're a shooting coach, would you rather have Ben or Lonzo?
Yeah, I'm taking Ben. Lonzo's form looks like it's kind of baked in, and I don't know how much he can improve on that. I think he can improve on it. I don't know. It's like you hate to take a professional athlete and change their shot completely. So
could you change Lonzo's shot?
That's hard to say.
Because I'm wondering, and I pointed this out on the air before, that KD starts on the left side and then moves over. If I could get Lonzo to start a little higher to go over, I wonder if that would help him.
Again, it's got to be up to that guy that's willing to do that. But a lot of it is all about your body position and getting to your shot anyway. Because look at Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin, for his 12, 14 years in the NBA, he had one of the best 3-point balls out there, and he was way over here. Like half the time, we didn't know if he was going to shoot the ball. It was like, I don't know when he's loading up, so you have to pretend you have to think that he's about to load up, even when he just kind of has the ball and he kind of pushes it from here. But it's just efficiency and everything else. Like if you have a slower trigger, then you have to have your body and your feet ready earlier. So, I don't know if I would change Lonzo Ball's shot if he's comfortable with it. What I would do is try and work with him on everything else to get him in that position.
We can't shoot free throws, Ray.
Yeah,
and that's 50% from the line.
And that's all about sitting down with this kid and trying to figure out, is he committed to the work, like committed to putting in the preparation every single day, so he understands what he's dealing with. Because to me, free throws, I used to be that guy at home, and I know there's a lot of people like this, that I would watch guys. I'd be in high school or college, and I was like, look at these guys. They're making all this money, and they can't make a free throw. And then when I got to the NBA, I realized, free throws are so much more, there's more into it.
A lot of mental in there.
Yeah, and it's like when you go on the free throw line and you're down 2 and you got to tie the game, you got to make 2 free throws. Like whether you're home or on the road, each situation presents its own circumstances. So it goes back to routine. Like if you don't have a routine, if you don't have a consistency, if you don't practice that, when you're at home or when you're in practice, there's so much that will cause you to miss that shot, and it can snowball in the wrong direction. And the problem is in 82 games, if you're on a bad streak, it can continue for a long time.
You ever shoot an air ball from the line?
I don't think so.
No, I didn't think so. What'd you end up, over 90% from the line?
Probably 89, 90, somewhere around there.
So one of the top 10 free throw shooters of all time.
Yeah.
And that's just work.
That's it. It's not talented.
Work.
Yeah. I credit, a lot of people don't know this, but I credit a player in Milwaukee by the name of Jeff Nordgaard. Early in my career, I played with him, and Jeff and I used to always have a free throw game, and he was an incredible free throw shooter. And early on, he gave me somebody to challenge, somebody to compete against. And it was always swishes. And so I constantly was out there doing that with him. And so for the rest of my career, that's what I did.
You went from 82% when you were a rookie, and then you went to 92%.
Yeah, because
2 years later.
And that was the difference. I didn't know what challenging myself on the free throw line was all about. I didn't understand, like, it's a real thing to shoot free throws after every routine and to really shoot. It's one thing, like, you go into a practice and you're down there by yourself and you just shoot 10 free throws and you walk off the floor.
That's not real.
Yeah, it isn't, because can you draw back on these circumstances when you're in a game? Because in the game, it's so much more intense.
Could you have helped Shaq?
I'd like to think I could, but again, I think the guys that really get better are the ones that really want help. We always say, if you come to the situation with your cup already full, I can't put anything in it. You can't just think you know everything, because you're talking about like extremely incredible athletes and some of the best of all time. And if you come with that mentality that I don't need help or I'm good, I can't help you. Case in point, LeBron, every time I went to the free throw line or I was shooting shots, LeBron was like, let me get some shots up with you. And then he would ask questions, when you're shooting free throws, why do you do it like this? And, what do you see in my free throws? And he always asked for help. And for a minute there, he was getting better at his free throws. And I don't know what his percentages were this past year, but you got to be willing to ask for assistance, no matter how good or bad you are.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.